Good day to you and welcome to another Paddocks Club video tutorial. Today I thought I'd take you through sectional title common property improvements and give you a sort of a 101 overview. Firstly, let's look at the principles applicable. There are three types of improvement. The first is a luxurious improvement where you require a unanimous resolution. The second is a non-luxurious improvement. That's slightly more complicated. Here the trustees initiate the process, they distribute and motivate a costed proposal. After 30 days, within a period of 30 days, any owner can ask for a meeting. But if no owner does ask for a meeting, then the trustees are authorized and they can proceed. If a meeting is called, then the proposal must be approved by a special resolution of owners. And thirdly, if separate meters are suggested for electricity, water and gas, the level of consensus required to authorize them is just a written request by a majority of owners. So that's much easier. But arising from this luxurious, non-luxurious distinction, the question is, so what is luxurious actually? What things should be considered luxurious and what are not? And if you first look at the definitions of these terms, because neither the Act nor the prescribed rules actually defines them, so you've got to look to the ordinary meaning of those terms. The word luxurious is most often associated with extreme comfort, with elegance or enjoyment, especially when involving great expense. So are those the principles you should apply? Well, perhaps. But Van der Merwe, who is without doubt the most authoritative academic writer on sectional title, analyzes this thing quite closely, and I'll take you through his analysis. Firstly, he says, if something is desirable but not necessary, it's likely to be considered by the court or an arbitrator to be luxurious. So if it's desirable but not actually necessary. If it's either useful or necessary, then it's likely to be considered non-luxurious. And he goes on to give some substance to his suggestions by giving specific examples of those that he considers, those common property improvements he considers would probably be considered luxurious. If you add a barbecue facility to the garden area, if you tile what is already a serviceable concrete floor with marble tiles, if you upgrade a tarred driveway and turn it into a paved driveway rather than just repairing the tar, you actually upgrade. If you add a new facade to the building, clearly this is unnecessary, but it makes the place look better. And if you erect a squash court, again, it's not going to be necessary, but probably very nice and useful. On the other side, examples of non-luxurious common property improvements. Additional washing lines, clearly useful. The installation of a lift or a central heating system, again, there are obviously uses associated with these particular things, even though with a lift or a central heating system, you're probably talking considerable expense. Replacement of an unserviceable iron roof with an asbestos slate roof. Installation of a security system in a scheme, which has had to deal with unauthorized persons gaining access to the property. So here you can see it is necessary. Why? Because they've had problems. And permanent installation of a large generator to serve the electricity needs of the entire scheme during power cuts. Well, with load shedding, this is probably quite appropriate to consider this. So this would be a non-luxurious common property improvement. You can see certain themes coming through. It's not quite about does it cost a lot of money, because something like a lift would cost a lot of money. It's about utility. It's about whether there is necessity or utility attached to it, or no necessity. There can still be utility, but it's really, I think, turns on whether it is going to be a necessary thing or not, whether it can be argued to be necessary. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions on this difficult topic, let's deal with them in the discussion forum.